Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Obviously it's been snowing here in Calgary, and I know a lot of you have been shoveling, at least I hope you have been, or better yet, hiring your kids to do it or somebody else, or just getting a snowblower. That's the best advice I can give. But I thought I'd give you a few tips on how to keep your spine and nervous system safe as you do shovel, if you do have to shovel. And so I want to get right into it. The first thing we really need to focus on is dressing appropriately. So always wear a toque. Dress for the weather though, and dress in layers, because as you get going and as you start to shovel, you're going to get warm and you want to be able to strip off a few layers. So gloves, toque, obviously, nice boots, warm clothes, very, very important. And I find that growing a beard for the occasion actually is very, very helpful. That tip may not be very helpful for you ladies out there, but I did grow this beard just for this video. So number two, always warm up. And so this may be something that you can do in your driveway or in your house before you go, but very simply you want to move first. So do a few quick jumping jacks. You can run and spot, or a simple short snowball fight to begin things. Is always a lot of fun too. And then after you've moved, because you never want to stretch cold muscles, you want to stretch. Very important, you want to stretch your hamstrings mostly and your low back. So a very simple hamstring stretch, just a slight bend in your legs. Moving forward, holding that stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. Very important. You also want to do a few shoulder stretches. You want to do some shoulder circles, front and back, and then stretch the shoulders over. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds again, just getting everything nice and stretched out. So when it comes to shoveling, you want to make sure that you're pushing as much as possible. We want to reduce the amount of stress on the spine as possible, and pushing is always better than tossing or throwing. So if you can step right behind your snow and push. A handle like this is perfect because it actually does allow you to push. And when it comes time to toss, there's a few rules. We want to only toss light loads. You always want to toss directly in front of you, and you never want to twist. So make sure that the load is light. So if this is too heavy, what I want to do is I want to lighten the load, and then what we're going to do is using your legs, not your back. You want to bend at the legs, using as much of your upper body and your legs as possible, and push forward. So face where you're going to push and toss, okay? We never want to twist. We never want to do this sort of thing, okay? That is not correct technique, and it's very stressful on the discs of your low back. So as we go, face where you're going to push, bend at the knees, and toss. And so that's the best way to do it. So again, try to push as much snow as you can. Try to toss as little as possible. Use your leg. Try not to bend as much as you can, okay? Bending over is obviously can be too much stress on your low back. Finally, there's going to be three main tips, and this is from the second best chiropractor in Calgary, Dr. Colin Henderson. And he's a good friend of mine. He did a video on this before, and his three tips are too heavy, too hard, and too long. So we went over too heavy. You want to lighten your load. Too hard, we all want to get out there and we want to get this driveway done as fast as possible. Don't do it, you guys, okay? Take your time. Don't go too hard all at once. Nice and easy always wins the race. And then too long, make sure that you're taking frequent breaks. We don't want to be out here in the cold for too long. It's always good to get in the house, have a drink of water, make sure you're hydrated, take frequent breaks. Better yet, teach your kids these tips and get them to do it. But make sure that they're doing it safely. And then finally, the most important thing, guys, always have fun. Woo! Woo!